You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 19th, and it is a good day because I have Kevin Shields joining me here in the studio to talk about all things fun and just spending some time together. We'll be talking about colorful cooking, lots of great summer recipes, Vail Vibes, Vail Valley Partnership, Cowboys Forever Foundation, and much more. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot, and Good Morning Vail starts now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Thank you, Kim, for that wonderful introduction. There's a lot going on here in the Valley, and there's a lot happening in our local weather. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Today at 8 a.m., 62 degrees, a high today of 81. So we've got some mild temperatures coming through, 40% chance of rain today. Winds out of the west, 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's what's pushing all of those thunderstorms our way. So when we look at weather by the hour, we're going to see those thunderstorms come in probably between that 3 and 4 p.m. time frame. So expect that to kind of come through. Plan your day accordingly if you've got any outside activities. Looking at the I-70 corridor, 89 degrees in Denver, a little cooler there. They've been up in the high 90s, reached 100 a few days ago. So a little bit cooler there with that cloud cover. But as we come in, you'll see Vail 81 degrees, Avon 84 degrees, and 88 degrees in Eagle. So we're going to see those thunderstorms kind of hit those three areas as you come through that I-70 corridor. Tonight, we're going to see a low of 55 degrees. That low of 55 is probably the warmest that we're going to see throughout the week. So even though it's still 55 degrees, great sleeping temperature, rain 40% chance. Sunset tonight at 8:31 p.m. Tonight, those winds are going to slow down a little bit, southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we look at the 5-day forecast, that, like I said, those temperatures at night, 46 degrees in the evenings, great sleeping temperature. So stay on the, keep your windows open, keep the sliding glass door open, great temperatures there. But those mid 80s are going to take place as we move into the rest of the week. So plan your day accordingly. The week looks great though. Get some of that rain out of the way, green everything up, and then have a nice, cool, sunny, partly cloudy weekend.
You know, I could definitely use a partly cloudy weekend.
Oh.
It has just been so brutally hot in my apartment, so I'm excited to just have that nice sleeping weather that you've talked about.
It's going to be nice. Get those windows open.
Enjoy
I know
an
you
afternoon
keep saying your
thunderstorm.
apartment's hot. I thought you ordered some air conditioning.
I did, you know, and they're working, but I call me spoiled, but I'm used to having AC in my living quarters, so
Right.
just adjusting to that Colorado
All right,
living.
you'll
It's
get
been
there.
great.
You'll get there. We always say
been
blame
great.
it on the altitude. It's the
Absolutely,
altitude.
that's the best excuse for everything. Blame it on the altitude.
So you listed a couple things we're going to cover in the show today. We've
did.
got some great interviews.
We do.
Have you met Chris Romer yet from the Vail Valley
You know,
Partnership?
I have not met Chris, so
Oh.
I'm excited to listen to you chat
are
with him.
in for a treat.
I bet it's going to be fun.
Chris knows everything going on in the Valley. He's the president, CEO of the Vail Valley Partnership. He's that liaison with the community. If you think about a visitors bureau and a chamber of commerce, everything is rolled into the Vail Valley Partnership. So
he's the guy.
yeah, partnership kind of says it all.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we're talking about some more summer cooking recipes, and I'm excited about this one because it's featuring one of my favorite seafood items in the summertime. So it'll be really cool to watch Tracy's episode. And
Oh, she does a great job with colorful cooking.
she really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a gentleman coming on. Maybe you've met him, maybe you have not. Ty Stockton with the Stockton Group. Compass is the real estate name of the company, but the residences that he has to show off are absolutely incredible. We talk about, we live in this world-class setting, world-class resort setting, and the homes and the residences here are just unparalleled.
I think winding down with a good real estate show is one of my favorite things to do, so this is going to be cool.
Well, he's got some good videos. We're going to show you two that he's featuring.
And then there's more stuff happening tonight. Avon Live every week. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Exciting. Hopefully they don't get rained out, but
you know what? There's rain doesn't do anything. Get out there and even if it does, it's just nice and cool. It kind of brings Mother Nature to us.
it's one of my favorite country songs says rain is a good thing. So I absolutely agree.
Now we all know a little more about Kim.
I love all genres of music, but rain is a good thing. It's going to cool things off a bit and
Good.
make everything nice and green.
Yeah, and now's the time. We're midweek. We're Wednesday. Now's the time to firm up all of those weekend plans. So if you're going to get out there, bike, hike, there's a lot going on in the community. I know some theaters are doing a movie release. Barbie is a big movie
Barbie
coming out.
is going to be hard to compete with this
And
weekend.
I have heard nothing. All I've heard is Barbie parties. There's Barbie parties, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to get crazy.
As if pink couldn't be any more popular.
Right.
It is the hot color for the
We're
summer.
kicking it up a notch with some Barbie parties.
I'm not wearing pink, so
No,
it's
you're not.
Barbie
That's
week.
fine. It's not time yet.
It's not time yet, but there are some exciting local things
I'm
happening.
sure you
on
have
Friday.
your outfit planned already.
I have a few, but we've got the rodeo happening this weekend at
Uh-huh.
the Eagle Valley Fair, so that'll be pretty awesome as
And
well.
that is a great show. They always put together such a good event for the rodeo. Some top riders. You got the bulls out there, the ropers. You get the kids out there.
The mutton busting
Oh,
and the cattle scramble. It's gonna
nothing
be
better.
Great.
Nothing better.
Awesome. Well, stay tuned. We have a lot more here on our show. We are just getting started. It is a wild Wednesday. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, if you haven't had your breakfast yet, you're probably going to want to get it immediately after this next segment. We've got Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. She's going to show you a fun recipe with crabs, which are a great item to have in the summertime. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, and today we are going to be cooking up some real goodies. Whether you have people visiting or you're going on a picnic or you just want something really healthy for dinner tonight, I've got you covered right here. We're not wasting any time. We're jumping right on into it. So at first we're going to do the asparagus wraps. Now I've already boiled the asparagus and then I shocked them. So that means you boil them in water until they're done, and these were skinny ones. They took like maybe 3 minutes in boiling water. And then I put them in cold water. That stops the cooking process and keeps the nice vibrant color green. So we're making wraps, super easy. And one of the things when you're making wraps that you want to do is microwave your wraps for like 30 seconds because that's going to make them a little bit easier to roll and a little bit easier to work with. So I've got 3 wraps in here that I microwaved for about 30 seconds. They are flour tortillas, delicious and hearty, and those are going to be the base for our asparagus wraps. We start with mayonnaise, and then we've got to add a little sweetness. So this is kind of funny because this is not always a staple at my house, but we're going to put a little ketchup in there as well. That'll give it the sweet flavor, kind of like a Russian dressing, a play on Russian dressing. And then we're going to use a little bit of these chipotles. And now what we're going to do is we are going to put that all over our wrap. So what I've noticed, and I make wraps a lot for my catering company, and what I notice is that if you do a thin layer of the spread all the way around the tortilla, you're going to be in good shape for rolling it and keeping it all together. I have smoked Gouda cheese because this is going to be a smoky wrap. I'm going to put that at the very bottom because what I've noticed is if I try to cut these wraps with asparagus, the asparagus shoots out all over the place. So you really want the asparagus to be on the chipotle so that it doesn't shoot out all over the place when you cut it. Put some lettuce down there. Look at all that. It's like so pretty with all the colors. So then when you roll it, you're just going to go like this. Pull all of that in. Roll it up. I roll these, put them seam side down in the refrigerator, uncovered, because if you cover these flour tortillas with saran wrap, then they're going to get super mushy. Here's the asparagus wraps. I'm going to make one more. We are going to take a quick break. When we return, we're talking all about Brussels sprouts. We're going to get these in the oven, and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious Brussels sprout salad. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. We just made some asparagus wraps, which will be great for guests or just for lunch if you're looking for vegetarian. And now we're going to move on. First off, you need to cut the Brussels sprouts. And all the Brussels sprouts, just like with any veggie you're ever working with, they're all different. So when you're baking them, and my oven is at 400 degrees because we're really going to roast these babies, you want everything to be about the same size. So if you're getting some really little Brussels sprouts, then you're not going to want to cut them as much as the big ones. Like this one's a monster, so I'm going to just cut that a little bit more. So we've got these little cuties. They're so cute. They're just like baby cabbages. And then I'm going to put them on my sheet pan. We're going to keep this super simple because the ingredients are fresh and healthy. So mucking them up with a whole bunch of different ingredients is not what we're going to do. Brussels sprouts by themselves. Oven is at 400 degrees. I'm going to pour olive oil over the Brussels sprouts. Doesn't even have to be that much because it's going to kind of melt when you bake it. And then I have a mixture of salt and pepper. This is how I like to do it when I'm in the kitchen. Just make a nice mixture of salt and pepper because that's what I use for everything. And I'm going to really kind of generously cover these Brussels sprouts. And whenever I'm cooking veggies, I definitely put a lot of salt and pepper on them. Okay. The Brussels sprouts, cut up nicely, olive oil, salt and pepper, oven's at 400 degrees. I'm going to pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes. And this is when a little bit of experience is going to let you know, because if you cook those Brussels sprouts just a little bit too long, they're going to have no crunch and they're going to be mushy. And those are the Brussels sprouts that your parents complain about because your grandma used to overcook them all the time. We are going to cook those Brussels sprouts for about 10 minutes. Check them because every veggie is different. We're gonna check them, see their doneness, and then put the pears in for about 5 minutes. We've added the pears about 5 minutes before we were finished cooking the Brussels sprouts. And these Brussels took about 10 minutes, but you can expect about 10 to 12 minutes for most Brussels sprouts if you cut them in half. You don't want to overcook them because that's gonna make them mushy and gross, and it's gonna make your house smell really bad. So we have the pears that I tossed with a little bit of olive oil and some fresh thyme, and I tossed those right there into the Brussels sprouts. So basically, this is the salad. A half a cup of Brussels sprouts is like 28 calories, and it also contains over 100% of your daily recommended dose of vitamin K. So they're really healthy, and if you're looking to get a little more vitamin K, vitamin C they're high in as well, and lots of other minerals. You know, when you're looking for just like a little sliver of certain minerals, you're gonna find a lot of that in Brussels sprouts. So here we have the salad. I did sprinkle a little bit of fresh thyme on the salad, on the pears when I put them in the oven, but now I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit more. When you're working with fresh herbs like this, and now this time you have to like definitely get the stems off. So this is a job for the kids. This is what I always give to my kids, and they're like, really, Mom, do we have to do this? But see, if you just kind of do that, then you get the fresh thyme. You don't have to chop it or anything. It's just nice and the little leaves. So we're gonna put a little more on that, and then we're gonna stir this up a little. Everything's softened up. You can eat this salad warm, or you can eat at room temperature. That's one of the great things about it. And I'm gonna tell you what, people are gonna like this salad. You're gonna be surprised how many people are after your Brussels sprouts when you make this. I like to put a little honey mustard on it. It just brings a sweetness to it and also gives a mustard taste, and mustard and Brussels go really, really nicely together. So I'm just going to stir up my honey mustard, and all this is a combination of sour cream, honey, mustard, and some white wine vinegar, a little salt and pepper, because I put a little salt and pepper on everything. So just lightly put some honey mustard on that, and then there you go. You have your Brussels sprout salad. Super simple, great ingredients. The key to this one is to make sure you cook everything perfectly so that it's not overcooked, and then let it cool down and enjoy it any time of the day. So now we have smoky asparagus wraps. We have a Brussels sprout pear salad, and next we are going to make crab cake. Okay, so you're probably dying to know the biggest secret of making crab cakes, and everybody has their crab cake recipe that they like. Mine, I just like a lot of crab in it, not a lot of filler, but you do need some filler or the crab cakes aren't gonna stick together. So the biggest secret is when you buy your crab, and I buy mine from Costco, I get this big one because it's actually delicious crab, but it kind of gets a little wet, so you have to wring it out a little, like I'm gently squeezing the crab. Like, you don't want to be tough with it. It's very delicate. It's delicious. It's tender. And we're just happy that somebody else got it out of the shell for us. But this is what you do. This is the #1 tip, in my opinion, that I can give you to make good crab cakes. You get all of this moisture out of here. See, as you get to the bottom, there's just so much. And then you're going to get a nice sear on your crab cake, and it's not going to steam up. Okay, easy enough. We have all this beautiful crab. It's nice. It's claw meat. It's delicious. I'm going to add some parsley, a little bit of green in there. We are going to add some red onion. Onion's not my favorite, but it's very good for you. And a lot of people like the onion in here, and it's definitely missed if you don't add it. I add a tiny, tiny bit of Creole seasoning, and it doesn't, whatever the Creole seasoning is you have at home, I just add a little bit of that just to give it some flavor. I do add a little salt and pepper. We'll go back to what I said earlier, salt and pepper everything. 1 egg that has been slightly beaten, that's gonna help bind everything together. I do a little bit of mayonnaise to give it a nice creamy texture, and then some breadcrumbs. Ball them up. Look at that, pat them down a little. Squeeze them in on the side, and then I put them in my pan. When I'm dropping them into my pan, I wiggle it around a little bit so that the olive oil goes under all of the crab. These are crab cakes. They are delicious. We will be talking more when we get back. You're watching Colorful Cooking. All right, look at this appetizer platter right here. This is all we did. This could be a full dinner, actually. You could have the asparagus as an appetizer, and then you could have the Brussels sprout salad and the crab cakes as a dinner if you wanted that way, or a very nice lunch. Now I have a quick little basil aioli. It's just a mixture of mayonnaise, sour cream, basil, and lemon juice, and I like to serve that right on top of my crab cakes. If I'm serving for a crowd, I only do it on a few, but if I'm serving for myself, I do it on every single one. I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, Brussels sprout salad, asparagus wraps, and crab cakes today. I hope you enjoy these recipes and eat healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center with a look at that local weather. Today, 62 degrees when you get up at 8 a.m. A high today of 81 degrees. We're going to have a 40% chance of rain come in. That winds out of the west 10, 15 miles an hour is going to push all of that precipitation towards us for a nice late afternoon rain. When we look at the weather by the hour, we're going to see that rain kind of come in between that 3 and 4 p.m. time frame, when we're going to see those high temperatures as well. As we go down through the I-70 corridor, Denver's getting a little bit of a reprieve with some partly cloudy weather. 89 degrees there, 81 in Vail, 84 in Avon, and 88 in Eagle, where you see those thunderstorms are likely this afternoon. Now, coming into tonight, the low is going to be 55 degrees, 40% chance of rain, sun setting tonight at 8:31 p.m. So a little bit shorter days, but we still have a little bit of summer left there. Looking into what the week is going to look like tomorrow, again, some afternoon thunderstorms coming in, mostly sunny on Friday, and then Saturday kind of shaping up for the weekend. We're going to see that partly sunny all through Saturday, Sunday. Nice mild temperatures in those mid 80s, but those lows throughout the evenings are going to make it very, very comfortable in those mid to high 40s. Now, Avija, one of our reporters out on the street, has a new segment called Vail Vibes. Let's take it over to her and see what's happening.
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. I'm Avija Scarborough. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Summertime in Vail is a spectacular time. And right now, we're right in the middle of all the action.
Every Wednesday are Summer Art Walks, a free 1-hour public art tour of Vail each Wednesday until August 30th. The tour winds its way through the village with discussions on the history of the Vail Valley, the founding of Vail Mountain, and the importance of specific art pieces. The town's public art collection includes over 70 works. The tour meets at 11 a.m. at the Vail Village Welcome Center. Live jazz continues with the 29th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. July 20th, performing for the first time in Vail are the String Queens. The show will be at the Jazz Tent at Vail Square from 6 to 8 p.m., bringing the audience a display of jazz and soul music unlike anything Vail Square has seen before. And if you want to keep the party going, right after the String Queens is the free Vail Jazz Club series, Howard's Hangout at Tavern on the Square at 8 p.m. Tucked inside the Airbell Hotel, the Tavern is home to Howard's Hangout on Thursday evenings after the headliner concert. It's a cozy, intimate place to get a drink or meal and get up close to the Drew Zaremba Quartet immediately following each Vail Square headliner performance. Opening night for the New York Philharmonic at Bravo Vail is Wednesday, July 19th at the Amp, where they will be performing Chick Corea's Trombone Concerto. On Friday, July 21st, they'll perform Sibelius, and on July 22nd will be the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in concert. The Sustainable Landscaping Series at the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens continues on July 21st from 4 to 6 with an event covering crevice gardening with Kent and Seth. And for you foodies out there, the Vail Farmers Market Farm to Table Dinner will be happening on July 21st. The Farm to Table dinners are chef-crafted and sourced from the fields of Colorado farmers, featuring seasonal and local ingredients. Dinner will be held rain or shine, so please dress accordingly and bring your sense of outdoor culinary adventure. It'll be held at the International Bridge at 6 p.m. And if you can't make this one, the next one is on August 4th.
That's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Avija Scarborough. And if you want to see more Vail Vibes, follow our Instagram at Vail Vibes TV8. Thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Bienvenidos a lo mejor de la semana, yo soy Julio García y te estaré compartiendo los mejores eventos y actividades para disfrutar en familia aquí en nuestro hermoso valle. Comenzamos este lunes 17 de julio en el Avon Elementary School. El camión Mira estará ayudando con inscripciones de Medicaid, SNAP o los beneficios de comida y además estarán ofreciendo exámenes de salud, todo esto de 9:30 de la mañana a 4 de la tarde ahí en la escuela primaria de Avon. Este martes 18 de julio continúa la serie de conciertos gratuitos Hot Summer Nights en el anfiteatro de Gerald Ford en Vail. Las puertas abren a las 5:30 y a las 6:30 arranca la música con la banda The Dip, así que no se lo pueden perder. Y algo que quizás no sabías es que Mountain Youth está ofreciendo transporte gratuito a los conciertos a través de Eco Transit. Lo único que tienes que hacer es visitar la página web e imprimir tus boletos. Necesitas uno de ida y uno de venida y ahí tendrás tu transporte completamente gratis. Este miércoles 19 de julio la Biblioteca Pública de Gypsum nos ofrece su evento Cuéntame un cuento a partir de las 6 de la tarde, un evento gratuito donde se recomienda el uso de pijamas para disfrutar de los cuentos y actividades al anochecer, así que no se lo pueden perder en la biblioteca de Gypsum. Este jueves 20 de julio se estará ofreciendo un concierto gratuito en el Eagle Town Park a partir de las 6:30 de la tarde. Se estarán presentando Los Mocochetes, una banda de Denver con raíces mexicanas que traen todo el ritmo y toda la diversión, así que no se lo pueden perder este jueves 20 de julio. Y este viernes 21 de julio el pueblo de Avon nos vuelve a ofrecer una película gratuita al aire libre. Se estará mostrando la película de Frozen 2 alrededor de las 8:15 de la tarde. Ya saben, traigan sus sillas, cobijas y palomitas para disfrutar de esta película en el parque. Y entrando al fin de semana, este sábado 22 de julio te presentamos una fiesta de baile gratuita en Beaver Creek de 4 a 6 de la tarde con música en vivo y clase de baile. Los ritmos van desde música country hasta música swing, así que si lo tuyo es mover el cuerpo, no te puedes perder de este evento este sábado. Y para concluir la semana, si estás buscando un poquito más de adrenalina o simplemente salir al aire libre, este domingo 23 de julio, EVOM nos ofrece una escalada al aire libre de 10 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde en Camp Hell en Leadville. El costo es de $5 por persona, pero cuentan con transporte gratis desde Avon, así que visita su página web para registrarte antes de que se llenen los espacios. Y ahí lo tienen, familia, espero que disfruten muchísimo de todos los eventos que tenemos aquí en nuestro valle esta semana. Yo soy Julio García y los veré aquí en la próxima edición de Lo Mejor de la Semana.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am sitting on the couch next to, well, I'm going to have to refer to you as an icon. You're an icon of the Valley.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Chris Romer, President, CEO of the Vail Valley Partnership, joining me. And for those of you that may not know what the partnership does, Chris will be able to explain it more. But if you think about a Chamber of Commerce and everything that goes on in a town, he's the guy and his team brings all of that together. So the word partnership is exactly what it is. It is a true partnership, bonding the community, whether it's business, whether it's activity related, whether it has to do with the Eagle County Airport. I mean, all the things coming together for Eagle County.
All the things. That should be our new tagline, Kevin. All the things.
You're welcome.
Yes, I appreciate that. And it's I'm glad you mentioned the team because we have a great team of staff. We have a great board, a volunteer board that helps with our strategic direction and helping us identify the community needs and listening to our members and our nonprofits and our special districts and our governments around what the real challenges in the community are so that we can listen and then program to help solve those types of things.
And you've done a great job with that. When you talk about listening, that is the key. I mean, we know the hot topics. We know the housing. We know the labor, we know that, but sitting and doing the town hall meetings and sitting one-on-one with some of the business owners, what's going on, what do you need, and then responding to that, which you and your team have done an excellent job at doing.
Yeah, thank you. And it's the action part of that is the most exciting because the listening part inherently is relatively easy. Right. It's easy to listen to business owners and others and do surveys and understand what the needs of the community are. It's a lot harder to move that to action, to what are the things that we need to do to support the nonprofits doing great things and the businesses that provide opportunities to people. Mm-hmm. And what are the things that we need to do to work with public-private partnerships to help do big things like transit authority or airport development. So it's a lot of fun and it's surrounded by great people in the public, private, nonprofit sector and a great team that helps make all of it happen. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I've been in the Valley 12 years now. It's amazing to say 12, almost 13 years. And we look at business, and in a world-class ski resort is what it started out as. Now our summer business has picked up and gained so much momentum over the past, since I've been here, the last decade. It's amazing, and that is a lot having to do with you and your team.
There's lots of players in that realm, and summer, as everyone knows, it's maybe not the best kept secret anymore. I think people really recognize what's great about the summer and certainly the weather, but the activities and all of the seasonal activity providers doing bike tours on Vail Pass and all the river activities and the Jeep tours and certainly the golf and the fishing, and we could go on and on and on.
Right.
But it's a great place to be in the summer, and our second homeowners discovered that years ago and our visitors have discovered it maybe more recently within the past 10 or 12. And it's a great thing because it evens out business over the course of the year. Certainly helps the retail and restaurant communities to have that more consistent business, and again, all those seasonal activity providers. And gosh, we have I think your next guest is going to talk about a wonderful program that they do that helps the community, and lots of activation in the summer. It's a great time to be here.
It is, absolutely. Now, I want to get into it is the Barbie premiere movie coming up, and you came out in full fashion.
I came out in the pink today because Barbie is seemingly a cultural phenomenon. When I heard that the Barbie movie was coming out, I literally said to my wife, this might be the dumbest idea I've ever heard of.
Right.
And then now all the reviews are coming out, and it's getting spectacular reviews across the board. And apparently it's a really well done movie that is very self-aware and pokes fun at itself and society. And I think it's a phenomenon. I mean, our office is right at Riverwalk. I look out at the Riverwalk Theater marquee, and there's a big life-size Barbie box for people to take selfies in.
Right.
And all day long, people are walking by and taking their pictures in this life-size Barbie box. And it's, I have no idea, but I'm not afraid to wear pink, and it's all good. And I am amused by cultural phenomenons and pop culture stuff. So go Barbie. I think it's hilarious.
Great. Well, TV8 had the pleasure of filming a segment for the Vail Valley Partnership called Mountain Perspectives. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think it's the other way around. We had the pleasure to partner with TV8 to do the Mountain Perspective show. So it will broadcast, I think, a premiere on Saturday at 7 p.m. and on TV8, and I think people will be able to find it on the website and be able to stream it. But we've focused on workforce. And we brought in a few different experts. And when we talk about workforce, Kevin, I think the most important thing to remember is we're not talking about this nebulous idea.
Right.
What we're talking about is people, how we help our people, because people are our communities. And people make our businesses stronger. And people make our community stronger. And it's not a linear path of people to business to community. It's a circular path, right? People are in the center of everything that we do. And the workforce resources and the workforce programming, all designed to help our kids have an education to employment pathway, and all designed to help people who might be here for a season or two to upskill and reskill and stay here. And for those who have been here for longer, 12 years or 25 years or whatever it might be, to reinvent themselves. So there are so many programs out there through the partnership, through the state, through the Workforce Center, through public partners and nonprofit partners to really help people grow their skills. Colorado Mountain College, certificate training programs. I mean, there are so many things available for our workforce, which is our people, that it's really exciting. And we had a great conversation with Anna from the partnership, Mark Brennan from Colorado Mountain College, and Carolyn Tucker from the Workforce Center. So I encourage everyone to check that out. It was a lot of fun. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, you mentioned Colorado Mountain College. I get the program of all the courses they have. Obviously, they send it out for each semester. Amazing how many programs they've grown. And we always talk about the affordability of the Valley, whether it's housing or anything else, but their programs are very affordable for someone wanting to get that certificate, wanting to get a whole degree at Colorado Mountain College.
Yeah, last I heard, Colorado Mountain College was the second most affordable higher education institute in the country.
Wow.
So Colorado Mountain College has a lot of great resources, and again, non-credit courses of personal interest, and certainly four-year degree paths for teachers in business and sustainability, and lots of certificate training, a new dental hygiene program coming, and lots of other surgical tech and radiation tech and different healthcare industry opportunities. So Colorado Mountain College is right there in Edwards. It's literally in the center of the valley. It is a hub for professional development and continuing education and four-year degrees, and very affordable. So it's I'm a fan. I'm on the board for full transparency, but I'm a fan anyway. I was a fan before that. I'll be a fan after that. So there are a lot of resources for people to upskill, reskill, reinvent, themselves right here in the Valley.
Well, we opened up our conversation talking about the Vail Valley was always known as that world-class ski destination. Now it's just a world-class destination, and the expectation of people coming here, whether you're looking to live here or visit, is world-class care, whether it's the nurse in the hospital, whether it's the lifty on the ski resort, whether it's the server, the cook, housekeepers. There's something for just about everybody.
Yeah, and that's been part of our ethos from the beginning, right? When they started turning chairlifts in December of 1962, I think, it really changed what this community was and really did put us on that path to service and that path towards customer service and that path towards care. Right? And that bootstrapping entrepreneurism is still part of our ethos. We still see it with our startup businesses. We still see it with our not-for-profits. We still see that ethos of care and how we take care of each other. And it's what makes this place really, really special.
And you brought up earlier, too, the core of volunteers that are out there making things happen. I don't care if it's one of the largest events, the signature events that we hold here in the Valley, or getting out on the trails. There's a volunteer core out there that is behind the scenes making all this happen.
Yeah, there are volunteer opportunities across the board for most anything that might be of interest to you, for kids, for teens, for adults, for business team building. We have a lot of those on our website at vailvalleypartnership.com. But find your favorite nonprofit and ask them how you can help. I'm sure they have a way, or they can connect you to someone.
Right, and the Valley, close-knit, always giving back to the community that's so near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It's part of what makes this place special.
Well, thank you, Chris, for coming on today, sharing everything. That's the Vail Valley Partnership. VailValleyPartnership.com is the place to go to look at everything that's happening here and around the Valley. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Familia de TV8, estamos muy emocionados de seguir avanzando nuestra programación en español. Recientemente tuvimos un exitoso evento donde colaboramos con nuestra comunidad para desarrollar ideas sobre nuestro contenido y nuestra programación en español. Así que muchísimas gracias a todas las personas que asistieron. Y si no tuviste la oportunidad de contribuir, aún puedes mandarme tus comentarios a través de correo electrónico. Y además te invitamos a seguir nuestras nuevas redes sociales para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido en español. Nos encuentras en Instagram y Facebook, @TV8 Conexión Latina, o nuestra página web tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina. Recuerda que puedes sintonizar toda la programación de TV8 a través del canal 92 de Comcast o nuestra página web tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to continue making progress to our Spanish programming. We recently had a successful event at our studio where we collaborated with community members to develop ideas for the future of our Spanish programming. So thank you to everyone who came out. And if you didn't get a chance to contribute, you can still send me your comments via email. You can also now follow our new Spanish social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram at TV8 Conexión Latina, or our website tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina, so you can stay up to date on all our Spanish content. Remember, you can also tune in to all of our TV8 programming on Comcast Channel 92 or our website at tv8vail.com.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I?
Yes, I do. So even though you work for...
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Oh, 5 more seconds.
Good morning, Vail.
Give me a center toes. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, I am so excited about our next guest and especially the work that they do. I've got the founder and president of the Cowboys Forever Foundation, Samantha, joining me here on the couch. How are you, Samantha?
Good. How are you doing?
I am so good. It's exciting to have you here. I think the work that you all do is just really incredible. So tell me about the Cowboys Forever Foundation.
Yeah, so the Cowboys Forever Foundation, we started back in 2019 after we lost a close friend to suicide. So we kind of wanted to do something about that. You know, it was a year where we really were having really high rates in our county, and it's just something that's been ongoing with mental health and suicide, and we just wanted to figure out something that our family could do, and that's kind of where we came up with the rodeo. We wanted something that would embrace and continue our Western heritage and combine that with raising awareness about suicide prevention. So we started the foundation back in 2019, and we decided to partner up with Speak Up, Reach Out. And so at all of our rodeos, we kind of get a target an audience that doesn't necessarily talk about the hard things, make it a little, so it's not something that everyone's scared to talk about, and Speak Up, Reach Out helps us and talks about it and kind of gets the word out, and then we get to do this really great family fun event. We do the rodeo series every Friday night throughout the summer.
I absolutely love the rodeo, and I think it's really important to bring awareness and to let people know that they can talk about things that are bothering them and that are really just kind of festering inside. So really incredible work that you're doing. So you have rodeos throughout the summer. The last one is this coming Friday, is that right? So tell me a little bit about what to expect. Is there anything different with this one, or is it just come out, have some fun?
Yeah, so the one difference we have at this rodeo compared to all the rest is that we get to do all the awards. So throughout the entire season, the top contestant in each event wins a buckle and wins kind of the championship for that event. So that's the only difference. But so we start the rodeo at 7:30. That's when the grand entry starts, but the gates open at 6. We have food, drinks. There's face painting for the kids. We do, mutton bust and calf scrambles that the kids can sign up for, and then all of your kind of same rodeo events that you'd see at a typical rodeo, with some little extras like the dally ribbon roping and some other fun stuff just for the kids to get kind of more of the youth kids involved in the rodeo.
Yeah, I think it's so important to get them involved, because giving them something to look forward to and a passion is helpful in that area of mental health as well. So what is your favorite event? You've got a buckle. You're wearing a buckle now. Tell me a little bit about your favorite event at the rodeo.
I love barrel racing. I've always loved barrel racing. I'm kind of getting more into doing the team roping as well this year. But barrel racing has definitely always been my favorite.
Have you seen a lot more contestants in certain areas of the rodeo?
This year, actually, we've seen a lot more contestants kind of in all of them. We usually always get a bunch of team ropers. So we have this thing called slack, and it's all the contestants that don't fit in the performance perform before the actual event starts, and that starts at 6. So we've always had a lot of team ropers, but kind of all the other events have seemed to bring a lot more contestants this year, which has been awesome.
That's great. So you started the foundation. Tell me a bit about how are you sponsored? Tell me about how the outreach programs. What do you do outside of the rodeo as well?
Yeah, so the town has really stepped up and come together and helped us support this. I mean, we could not do this without all of our wonderful sponsors. We just every year more and more come and want to support what we're doing, and it helps us put this on. We don't do a ton of events outside of the actual rodeo. Kind of once the rodeo ends, it's gearing up for the next season because it's a lot that goes into it. So we'll do a few stuff with like Vail Valley Partnership or like the Chamber of Commerce's around here. But other than that, it's kind of just stepping in gear for the next year to get ready for the next rodeo season.
Oh, it's kind of convenient that Vail Valley Partnership was just on the show right before you.
Right, exactly.
I love that. So how many how many Friday nights do you do it during the summer? So what can fans expect for next season?
It really just depends. Part of it's just kind of the dates of what's going on in the town of Eagle and kind of what we can kind of get worked around that. So typically we go from June to August. This year we're going from June to July, and we do somewhere around 7 to 8 rodeos every year.
And that's definitely a lot of work. So I'm sure you have lots of volunteers that help.
Yes, more so my family. My family gets to volunteer for me.
They get voluntold.
Exactly.
That's great.
And then we do have some other really wonderful volunteers that step up, and they come back it's nice to have consistency in rodeo. So you have the same people working it. So we have some wonderful volunteers that come week by week and help us out as well.
Okay, so tell me where the final rodeo is this weekend. Tell me about tickets and all of the details.
Okay, yeah, so our rodeo is at the Eagle County Fairgrounds. Wonderful facility. It's amazing that we can put on this rodeo in such a high caliber facility. And then tickets, we don't do any pre-sale tickets, so it's sold at the gate, cash only, super affordable, $10 for adults, $5 for kids, senior, and military. And you can, the earliest is when we start at 6, when we open the gates and people can buy tickets in.
Show up, you don't have to buy them online, you just show up, buy your tickets, bring your cash.
Exactly, yep, and we don't ever sell out. You know, it's very much a local community that comes together and comes out to support us. Yeah, it's kind of a fun small town feel when you go to the rodeos.
That's great. So how many prizes and awards are you going to be giving out on Friday?
So we'll have 12 champions.
12 champions. That's
yeah.
great. Yeah. That's awesome. And so all contestants are closed minus the events for the kids. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we have the mutton busting and the calf scramble, which is open to the public. So we do have age limits on both of those. Like I think the mutton busting is 4 to 7, and don't quote me on that. All of our information is on our website.
I think you're correct. I looked it up last night.
Okay, perfect. And the sign up for all of that starts at 6. The mutton busting goes pretty quick. It's pretty competitive. All of the little mutton busters want to get in there, so there's usually a line for that, and then we don't close off the calf scrambles. So as long as you get signed up before 7:30, anyone can join to do that.
And only kids can participate in the calf scramble.
Correct.
And parents have to watch by the sidelines.
Exactly. And there's an age limit for that as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, Samantha, is there anything else that you want to talk about that you want people to be aware of with your partnership with Speak Up, Reach Out? Tell me more.
Yeah, so Speak Up, Reach Out has been wonderful. They run the ticket booth for us, and actually a portion of all of the gate proceeds go to Speak Up, Reach Out. So at the end of the year, we'll give them a check. We're already at $5,000 from what we've raised, and we've raised $6,000 2 previous years. So yeah, they've been wonderful. They come and talk about suicide at every single rodeo and just really help us get the word out there.
It's really important. Now you're at $5,000, so let's beat last year. You had $6,000, so let's try to get to $7,000, and so you can really contribute to the community. We love the work that you're doing.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. So where do we go for more information?
So you guys can go to the CowboysForeverFoundation.org.
Okay, awesome. Well, Samantha, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so
Lots
much
of
for
exciting
having us.
things happening. Final rodeo, Eagle Valley Fairgrounds on
Fairgrounds.
Friday,
Correct.
6 p.m. doors open. Cash only?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we've got all of the details out there, so excited for you, and it's going to be a really fun event, family friendly. So definitely thank you for all that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We have a few more things on today's show. We are still getting started. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Did Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi friends, welcome to Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, also known as the AMP, a place that is home to some amazing musical acts all summer long. And what better place to watch live music than this outdoor venue? It wouldn't be summer in Vail without the AMP, an open-air venue surrounded by the Rocky Mountains. It manages to be both majestic and intimate. From humble beginnings to being the center of Vail arts and culture, the AMP has had a rich history, including several remodels since it opened in 1987. In fact, according to the AMP's Facebook page, in the early 80s, many locals had a hard time understanding why a ski town needed a summertime venue. And with endless construction, many people even wondered if it would ever be completed. But thanks to the perseverance of the Vail Valley Foundation and the Ford family, the venue was finally built in 1987 and held its first major performance headlined by Willie Nelson. The AMP continued to draw in big acts and loyal fans. One of those fans was Morgan Russell. He frequented the free Hot Summer Nights concerts that have been going on since the late 80s. And when he realized he can turn his love of live music into a career, well, it was a dream come true for him.
I've been working here for 3 years, and it's my absolute favorite place in the world. I've never loved a job like I love this one.
Being exposed to such a wide variety of entertainment, he says his taste in music has expanded over the years.
I love learning about stuff that I'm not familiar with. We had Maren Morris, who's this big pop country singer, and the crowd was fantastic, amazing. We had Lindsey Sterling, who does this electric violin performance that's choreographed, and it's got this big dance component.
It's a fixed capacity venue with an ability to squeeze in around 3,000 people in total, including the lawn and pavilion combined. But if a show sells out, which it often does, there's an attractive alternative.
One of the wonderful things about this place is it's adjacent to a public park. So when it sells out, people just go to the park or the lovely gardens next door or the creek next door. There's a lot of places to enjoy the music if you're not in the venue.
And speaking of the gardens next door, they were named the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens in 1988. Betty was, of course, the wife of former President Gerald R. Ford, the AMP's namesake. And the garden is known as the highest botanical garden in the world. With the garden, the creek, the park, the mountains, you have a natural environment that's hard to compete with.
For me, that's what makes it so special, and I would much rather enjoy that music in an outdoor setting like this than in a concert hall.
And many of the acts feel similarly.
They're blown away, and consistently people come to the venue for the first time and their jaws literally drop. They look around and say, how have we never been here before? Can we come back?
There's so much to look forward to at the AMP all summer long, including Bravo Vail, the free Hot Summer Nights concerts, Vail Dance Festival, and several national touring acts.
Thievery Corporation on July 15th that we're really excited about, followed by Old Crow Medicine Show the next day, and then Camp on the 17th. So, 3 big shows back to back to back.
Remember to bring a picnic, a rain poncho just in case, And for transportation, well, here's a suggestion.
Ride your bike. That's the best way to get here from pretty much anywhere in Vail. To ride your bike along the creek to arrive here, you know, it just connects the whole thing. You ride past the Alpine Gardens and you get to enjoy the flowers and the nature.
A bike ride, a picnic, some live music. Sounds like a plan. Be sure to check out grfavail.com for more upcoming events. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Welcome to Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. It is top of the second hour on our Wild Wednesday morning show. We've got a lot in store for you. We'll be looking at a glitz and glam segment, how to stretch your dollar as far as you can go in grocery shopping, sponsored by DoorDash, Vail Country Club, the Stockton Group, and much more. So stay tuned. Good Morning Vail starts now.
So many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
If you've been watching the first part of the show, welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, good morning to you. Let's take a look at that local weather. Today, 8 a.m., 62 degrees, a high today of 81 degrees, a 40% chance of rain coming in. We've got some western winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour, that are kind of blowing in a late thunderstorm this afternoon that we're going to see probably around that 3 to 4 o'clock range. As we see the temperatures increase, we see 4 p.m. that definitely scattered thunderstorms coming in, 76 degrees, coming in later on this afternoon. Looking at the I-70 corridor, temperatures cooling down a little bit there in Denver. They've got 30% chance of rain there. 89 degrees is going to be their high today. Vail 81, Avon 84, and 88 degrees over there in Eagle. Again, those thunderstorms rolling in later on this afternoon. As we look at see what's going to go on this evening, 55 degrees is going to be that high. A little bit warmer than what we're going to see the rest of the week, but still some nice evening weather. 40% chance of rain. That sun setting tonight at 8:31 p.m. So we're seeing a little bit shorter days, but get out there and soak up what sunshine we have and enjoy the rain as we green things up and get ready for the weekend. Looking at what's going on Thursday, we've got some afternoon thunderstorms, mostly sunny. Saturday is going to be sunny. 88 degrees, 47 degrees is that low. So we've got some really nice low temperatures coming in. Great, as I always say, sleeping weather. Sunday going to be mostly sunny, and then moving on into Monday, going to be mostly sunny again. A low percentage of rain, but hey, we'll always take a little bit of rain here in the mountains. That's your local forecast. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. There is a reason that we've got so many visitors visiting the Valley and so many people that want to live here in this world-class destination. Well, I'm on the couch with Ty Stockton from the Stockton Group, who always comes in with some amazing, luxurious residences. I mean, these are the things you dream about.
Absolutely. And I'm a lucky guy. I get to represent these amazing sellers and showcase these great houses and expose buyers that have fallen in love with the Vail Valley and want to buy a home. You know, I get to take them out and let them explore and see what amazing properties we have up and down the Vail Valley. It's a great job.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, you see these properties and you say luxury, opulent, just absolutely breathtaking. And a lot of them we've talked about in the past, you know, you see some of the price tags on them, but it's not that far out of a reach, because if you've got a family, if you've got a trust, if you've got a bunch of people that want to go in on something like this, that's the way to go.
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you consider that the Vail Valley really, when you buy a home here, if you think about it, in the wintertime, you know, the setting, how you use it, your daily life is one routine. And then the summertime and fall time are different. So you kind of get two houses for one, because, you know, now we're playing golf, we're going rafting, we're going to Bravo shows, you know, farmers markets, getting outside, exploring nature, hiking. And then we switch over in the fall and we do all that with just beautiful colors. And then winter comes around and we're skiing and snowmobiling and skinning and, you know, all that fun stuff. So people really see the value in it. And you know, I think we never lose sight of, if we're fortunate enough to be able to come to a place like Vail, that the lifestyle component drives all of that. And then when you have an amazing day and you go out, homes like 1350 Green Hill Court or 2975 Man's Ranch Road that we're talking about today, they, you know, they're a great place to come back home and just relax. And you mentioned there are these gorgeous, you know, beautiful high-end homes, and yet nature and the setting that they sit in just really sets it off absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, the dynamic of that home absolutely changes with every single season. So you've got one residence, but it changes and provides a whole different opportunity for you throughout the year. Now that 2975 Man's Ranch Road, that's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 7254 square feet, 7,005, and that sits on 5,700 acres.
5,707 acres. So about a little over half an acre.
Yeah, half an acre.
But what's interesting about that, both of these homes, when you talk about them, is that you sit on that acreage, but then it abuts all this public land. So literally you have hundreds of acres. This house, you can walk right out the back and you're at Booth Creek Trail, Booth Falls. You go up and see that. It's one of the most popular hikes in the Vail Valley. And it's really juxtaposed against, that backdrop. But, these folks meticulously redid this house, and it's actually absolutely gorgeous inside and out. It offers a lot of natural light, really, great spaces for 7,200 square feet. 4 bedrooms, you have room to kind of spread out. It's great for entertaining, large dining area space, big open kitchen floor plan. Just, outdoor spaces are to die for. You get in that hot tub and you just literally look around you and you just see nature from every aspect. So, as you can see on the screen now, we're really doing a video walkthrough of the house, but it draws you in a way that I think makes you feel special about the place that you're in. And this particular setting in the Booth Falls neighborhood is kind of an under the radar location. Not a lot of people know where this is. It's on the end of a cul-de-sac, so very private home. It was custom built by Schaefer Hyde Construction, which is one of the premier builders in the Vail Valley. And when you take these exterior shots that we're seeing on the screen now, all you see literally is nature, trees and blue skies and mountains, and it's one of those quintessential Vail Valley homes that you hope to be able to own and acquire. And, from there you just enjoy, everything that Vail has to offer.
With the lot size that's on, it feels so private, and it's rare in that there's not a lot of single family homes in Vail.
Yeah, increasingly with land scarcity, we have a lot of duplex homes, which is, kind of 2 homes with a party wall.
Right.
And that's fairly common because, we just don't have a lot of room to put houses. So when you have the opportunity, like Mans Ranch Road, to acquire a single family home, or like Green Hill that we'll talk about next, that is a rare find in Vail. And I think people that spend more time here realize how special those types of homes are.
Well, let's talk about Green Hill Court. 1350 Green Hill Court there in Vail. Similar square footage on the home. However, it's got 6 bedrooms plus a den/bunk room, 7 baths. That's an entertainer's dream right there.
It really is. And Green Hill Court, this neighborhood is in the Cascade Village area, which is really great. There's a Grand Hyatt there, and you can have access to some of those amenities. And like Mans Ranch, this home backs up to Forest Service or public land. So you're always going to ensure that privacy. The outdoor spaces, look at this beautiful hillside that's just meticulously maintained with perennial gardens. And what's really special and unique about this particular home is the craftsman style of this home. We don't see that a lot in this particular area, but it's going to be a really beautiful, timeless home. Again, meticulously restored, with refreshed finishes, but really staying true to that craftsman style. Nice big kitchen, pizza oven you see here, right. Gorgeous dining areas, sitting areas, a chilled wine room, wet bar. This house has lots of storage. It's really a house for somebody that really wants to spend 6 to 12 months out of the
Right.
year here, because it really offers a lot of that everyday family living style. The master bedroom has a altitude adjustment or oxygen system in it. So for those people that are concerned about the altitude and breathing, you can get the relative elevation in here down to sea level if you want,
Wow.
which is pretty cool. It's a different way of thinking about acclimating to higher elevations. So I love the idea of this house. It sits at a dead-end street, so it's very quiet, very private, really next to no vehicular traffic coming by. when you get there, you know, you just feel like you're in a world all your own. I just love this house, and the feedback from people that have seen it is, I wasn't necessarily thinking of a craftsman style home because you don't see those that often, but wow, what a breath of fresh air, and how beautiful it is. And you know, this is one of those architectural styles that you could fast forward 20 years from now, and it's going to be, you know, right on point again. And it's totally turnkey. You know, this is going to be sold almost entirely furnished, so everything you see here in this beautiful video can be yours. I mean, you could buy this home and you could still enjoy late summer and fall in the home and roll right into winter. I mean, this one really excites me a lot because, you know, we're not going to see another house like this in the Valley.
No, the details that have gone into that home are amazing. I mean, you talk craftsman, the trim, the window settings, the beams are things you just don't find in your average home.
Yeah, and it's set up great for a family. You know, you have 2 bedrooms and a bunk room in one area of the house. Great if you want kids in that area. And then the other end of the house is the master suite. And then there's a bedroom near that, or that could be another office. And then down below is that 6th bedroom that we talk about.
Right.
So, you know, really spread out nicely. There's a nice upper level area that can function as also an office, or the previous owners had a billiards table in there. It was a game room, and you can kind of gaze down and see the great room, and you know, it just connects everybody together nicely. I like when you're in this house, you know, it's a very social home that's easy to gather and you know, create amazing memories.
And that's what it's about. It's about creating those memories, bringing everybody together. That feeling when you're in a home like that is just unsurpassable.
Yeah, and you know, one overall or overriding point that I want to make for people is, because I'm hearing a lot of questions, like we had the pandemic and everybody flooded in and bought everything, and then there was no inventory, and we've slowly started to normalize. We're going back to a normal market. People are traveling all over the world now, but as is always the case in resort markets, you know, people, their usefulness of a house sometimes runs out. You know, they either get older or they're using it less. So, you know, our inventory is gradually started to build. And I would say if you're considering a home, we have some spectacular properties, not just these 2, but we have some great properties up and down the valley like Mountain Star and Lake Creek and Bachelor Gulch. And I got a really great one I'm going to sneak out here in a week or 2 in Bachelor Gulch. If that rings your bell, call me. It's a brand new, more modern home in Bachelor Gulch, which we know doesn't happen. But it's a great time to look at real estate and consider a purchase.
Well, Ty, thanks for coming on today. Again, the luxury, the opulence of all these residents you bring to us make me want to dream even more. So if you're interested in a high-end luxury residence, get with Ty Stockton, the Stockton Group at Compass. They will set you in the right direction. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello, everyone. Now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we have a lot of exciting things that we've talked about so far on the show, but one of the most important things is how to stretch your dollar when you are handling your everyday expenses. Joining us today is personal finance educator Jamila Sufront to talk about how you can best really stretch that money and grocery shop all over the place. Jamila, how are you this morning?
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Wonderful to see you there. I love the color of your shirt. Now, talk to us a little bit. How can families really begin to incorporate in their budget groceries from all over the place? What advice do you have?
That's right. Families are feeling more pressure because of rising food costs, so it's important to be savvy and proactive when it comes to shopping. You can do things like bulk shop, so buy things in large quantities that are non-perishable, like canned goods, canned vegetables, rice, pasta, even cleaning supplies. Also, look at the store brand over the name brand quality and see what the comparison is. Oftentimes you can save and it's the same quality or even better in some cases. Next, you want to make sure you're shopping with a list. So make sure before you go into that grocery store, you are shopping according to what you actually need and your meal plan. And also make sure you're using technology. We use technology in every area of our life, so why not use it with our grocery shopping? And companies like DoorDash allow you to shop from the comfort of your home and get more access to healthy groceries and have it delivered in minutes.
DoorDash has definitely opened up quite the variety of what you're able to get delivered to you and really help with the convenience of it. You're saving on time and gas and money by doing that. So talk to me about some of the latest trends in grocery shopping and how can they help busy families to save that time and that money?
So latest trends involve making food accessible and making healthy food more available to people who live in rural areas or food deserts. So companies like DoorDash now allow you to use your SNAP EBT benefits to look at and buy those healthy food options on demand, which really makes things more available to more people who need it.
So speaking of, tell me what grocery stores in our area are accepting the SNAP benefit program.
You can look at grocery stores like 7-Eleven. Also go to the DoorDash app and website. You're able to look at that SNAP EBT icon and search for all the participating grocery stores and retailers that you can use your SNAP and EBT benefits.
And you can find all of that on the DoorDash app and the website. So where can we go for more information about this?
So for more information, you can go to DoorDash.com to see all the available grocery options to you and to find out more about the SNAP and EBT benefits.
Well, Jamila, we appreciate your time as a personal finance educator. This is really helpful tips to be able to save money on that time, to go in with a grocery list and to have a budget. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and expertise. And thank you to DoorDash for giving even more options to their patrons. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. We've got a few more people joining us here on the couch on Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
TrackMan's pretty cool.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we are excited. I personally am very excited because I have a golf professional joining me here on the couch, Kenny Thayer, part of Vail Country Club. Kenny, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Excited to have you here. I'm a novice golfer,
All
so
right.
excited to hear all about what
Awesome.
you have to offer at the Vail Country Club. Tell me a bit more about you and about the space.
Yeah, I've been in the business for probably 25 years. Director of golf in the past, and now it's been great. Really, I just focus on teaching, which is a lot more fun than managing 90 people. And then I have a bar right next to me. We have tailor-made club fittings, so all the new tailor-made products, and you can come in and hit them. And then we have TrackMan simulators, which to me are the best, which talk about like spin and speed and launch and all this data. Not really necessarily for a new golfer. New golfer, we can get you dialed in with a good set of clubs, but for the experienced golfer, or even, all the way up the ladder, people don't realize, spin is huge. If you have a club that doesn't fit you properly, it's like you're losing a ton of yards out there. So that's been fun. Full bar, happy hour. We've got cornhole boards, a little patio area out front. We have great air conditioning. We can get it in the 60s if you're hot. You can't lose any golf balls. We have like 200 golf courses you can play. And then when I do teach, we have the full video system. It's called V1 video software with the TrackMan, and we put you on video and you see what's going on and kind of what it takes to become a better golfer.
That's amazing. And so you mentioned you have over 200 courses to play. That's really kind of exciting because you can play simultaneously alongside the pros as they're on tour as well.
Yeah, and I was just talking to you and I'm slacking, but this weekend is the Open Championship, and hopefully we have that course. And then I encourage people to come in. And then we also have stuff, there's dinosaurs and skyscrapers and closest to the pin contest and long drive. So from, a new golfer, there's par 3 courses, to kids, to family, to like the serious golfer that wants to go play Pebble Beach. We have something for everybody.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned you have cornhole. So if you're not a golfer, there's plenty of things to do outside of that as well.
Yes, we've got video games. You can just sit at the bar and relax. We've got 8 big screen TVs, happy hour from 3 to 6. And then again, like a lot of times we've had groups and parties and work parties come in where a lot of them weren't golfers. And then, when you're hitting at a dinosaur to a target and you get points, it's not as much pressure. And then all of a sudden that new golfer is like, give me that club, and they won't leave, and their friends are kicking them off because they want to turn. So it's a good way to introduce kids, truly anybody, to the game. And again, there's no pressure. Nobody's watching you. You're not out on the course. You're not pressed for time. You can take your time. Sometimes people come in for 2 hours and play 3 holes.
That's amazing.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. And they just drinking and hanging out and having a good time.
That's great. So your passion is teaching.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, you can send a video in for analysis. Tell me more about that
Yeah. So it's called V1, and it's pretty neat software. But, ultimately, so if you come in and take a lesson, I get your email, I get your text message, you download this app on your phone, and then we're going to put your swing and compare your swing next to tour players of all levels, whether it's a senior player, a younger player, and truly they're all doing a very similar thing. So to me, the closer that we can get you to that, the better. And then the more you understand, so many people, somebody tells them like, keep your ear here, your nose here, your eye here, your hip here, and you're like, why? Like, what are they telling me to do? Well, this, you start to understand what you're supposed to do, what they're doing. It's a lot like other sports. People will be surprised, and for some reason you put a ball and a golf club in their hand and people go like just totally unnatural. So the more that you can understand it, we put you side by side, and then I send you, we'll talk about, okay, you're here, they're here, draw lines, all this, and then I send you that. It's got the full recap of the lesson. And then when you see like, oh, my club path is 12 degrees to the left, well, that's not good. So on the range, you do that, and the ball might go straight, but it doesn't go anywhere. So on here, you can see my path is 12 degrees, my face is 9 degrees open, so it's like, that's not good. So then you make another swing, and your path is 4 degrees to the left, and your face is 1 degree open. So instantly, you realize you made improvement. You kind of, some people are like, oh, it's too technical, but truly, you just did that by feel, and then you do it again, and it's even better. So then you create these feels to get better, as opposed to on the range, truly the ball lies a lot of times. Like, again, as people come to me and it's a big buff guy and he can't hit it anywhere because he's cutting across the ball with an open face. It goes straight, but his little, you know, his grandmother's hitting it past him and he's wondering what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's kind of cool.
It really gives people kind of body awareness and
Yes.
starting to understand, especially if that's not something they're used to doing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
That's great.
Most people don't use their body. They just flip their hands at it and wonder why it doesn't go anywhere. So yeah.
Cross their fingers and hope it flies.
Yeah. And then when you
That's
see
me,
yourself,
that's
you're
for
like,
sure.
oh my God, it doesn't feel like I'm doing that. It's like, I know.
So
You know?
what would you recommend for somebody that's new to come in if they wanted to schedule a lesson or some time with you? What does that look like?
Yeah, so you just go to vailcountryclub.com. All the info's on there. You can pick your time. My schedule is on there. So you book it online. And then again, you come in and we sit down and talk and kind of what are your goals, how much you're going to practice. If you're playing in a tournament tomorrow, we're going to approach it different than if you're like, I want to learn how to play this game. I have time now. I can practice 3 days a week. So then we kind of put a plan in place, and you know, it's all based on you and what you want to do. And if you're like, hey, I'm going to do this once a month, we might approach it pretty simple. I get a lot of people in the winter time that are like, I have sucked at this game for the last 20 years. I want to do it right. So then we blow up their golf swing. In the winter, it's a great time just because you don't have to go play with your 3 friends in men's league. And
There's
when
no
you're
pressure.
changing your golf swing, it's hard. It's a hard game, period. And you know, so we approach it different ways, and a lot of it's talking to you, talking to the students, seeing what they want to accomplish. You know, they have friends that are doing it now. They're maybe in a place in their life where they can put more time into it. So that's all like huge on a plan for improvement.
That's great. And now, do you have other instructors as well, or is it you holding
It's
down
just
the
me.
fort?
You're stuck with me. That's it right now. Yeah.
I feel like it would be an honor to train with you, as you've got so much knowledge.
Well, I'm
just
going to
from-
hold you to that. You have to come in.
You will see me for sure, absolutely. So tell us more information, website, anything else that you want to share with our audience.
Yeah, I mean, truly everything is on the website. So if you're looking to book it, it's pretty darn easy. If you have any questions, you can call in or email me. My email is on the website as well. You know, tailor-made club fitting is really cool. Again, it's super important. Equated to skis a little bit, but if you're skiing on like a 120 underfoot ski in the moguls, like it doesn't work out so well. A lot of times I get people that come in and the club is like way too stiff, way too heavy, and they're like, well, I need to get better before I get new clubs. And that's like truly the opposite of what you should be doing. You know, it's like with these clubs, you really can't get better. So it's like get some equipment that helps you. Again, you know, happy hour from 3 to 6 every day. We're open at 9 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock based on business, groups, parties, bachelorette, new golfer, experienced golfer, doesn't matter.
That's
Come
great.
see us, and the AC is nice.
The AC is definitely nice.
Yeah.
So Kenny, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on, and I will be absolutely signing up for a lesson. You know, maybe in the next couple of weeks you'll see me in there. So we
Sounds
appreciate
great.
it. Absolutely. Well, now stay tuned. We have a few more things to wrap up today's Wild Wednesday of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Familia de TV8, estamos muy emocionados de seguir avanzando nuestra programación en español. Recientemente tuvimos un exitoso evento donde colaboramos con nuestra comunidad para desarrollar ideas sobre nuestro contenido y nuestra programación en español. Así que muchísimas gracias a todas las personas que asistieron. Y si no tuviste la oportunidad de contribuir, aún puedes mandarme tus comentarios a través de correo electrónico. Y además te invitamos a seguir nuestras nuevas redes sociales para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido en español. Nos encuentras en Instagram y Facebook @TV8 Conexión Latina o nuestra página web tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina. Recuerda que puedes sintonizar toda la programación de TV8 a través del canal 92 de Comcast o nuestra página web tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to continue making progress to our Spanish programming. We recently had a successful event at our studio where we collaborated with community members to develop ideas for the future of our Spanish programming. So thank you to everyone who came out. And if you didn't get a chance to contribute, you can still send me your comments via email. You can also now follow our new Spanish social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram at TV8 Conexión Latina or our website tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina so you can stay up to date on all our Spanish content. Remember, you can also tune in to all of our TV8 programming on Comcast Channel 92 or our website at tv8vail.com.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do. So even though you work for
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We have a great segment called Glitz and Glam, hosted by our very own Gretchen. She was recently over an eagle at Rome. Let's take it over and see what she found out.
Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw, here in beautiful Eagle, Colorado at the gorgeous restaurant Rome. I'm here with Adrienne, the owner and cook of the beautiful Rome in Eagle, Colorado, and she's such a stunning human being. I love your space. I feel honored to be here. I feel like I've known you through lifetimes at this point. And I am,
likewise.
Thank you. And I'm so impressed with your space, and I heard the food even elevates it more. How are you doing, Adrienne?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. And so I want to know, I know a little bit of the background of Rome. How did this beautiful place come to be? How did this all happen, manifest itself?
It was manifested and it worked. I started out as a food truck and it was called the Roaming Gourmet. We started in Rancho Del Rio for a summer. Right as COVID was at its peak, which was great. Then winter rolled around and we had an opportunity to join the team at Bonfire.
Yes.
So we had our food truck right in front of Bonfire Brewery, which is directly next door to this brick and mortar. And an opportunity came up that the space next to them was open for a restaurant. But the caveat was that there was no kitchen. It isn't zoned for a kitchen. So, ironically, I had a food truck. So we just rolled it around the block and hooked it up, and this is our brick and mortar with a 20-foot food trailer as our kitchen.
Okay, so it truly was meant to be. This was not by circumstance, happenstance.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. And I actually remember the food truck, and you guys were always there were 1 million people around, and it was so popular.
It was great.
And so now do a lot of those people know that this has shifted into,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years in a couple weeks that we've been at this brick and mortar.
Okay.
And it was 1 full year of the Roaming Gourmet as the food truck.
Right.
We did elevated pub food out of that food truck.
Right.
You know, things like duck tacos and duck confit, things like that. Really nice slow braised meats. We really pushed it. Push the limits.
Well, and that's what I'm so interested in, because I did a little research beforehand and I looked at all the food options, and I know that your menu changes, am I correct, weekly, monthly?
Monthly.
Monthly,
yeah.
okay.
We change our menu monthly, so. And now we have an opportunity to be a little bit more, intricate with the details.
Right.
Instead of just a food truck where it's kind of fast.
Right.
This is more relaxed dining. We can relax a little bit more in preparation, not too much, but a little bit more in preparation. The timing is different, so it allows us to, spend a little bit more time on the menu and spend a little bit more time plating.
But that's a huge deal, a monthly. I don't know any other restaurant, I can't even think of anywhere I've been that does a monthly shift of their menu.
Yeah, it's ridiculous and insane.
I love it. You're like, it's
my
brilliant
poor staff.
and hard.
Yeah, it's really great, and I think that a lot of cooks and people in kitchens get a little bit, it's tiring doing the same dishes over and over again. And I think that I really thought that our guests would want to have the same thing over and over again. And I find that they don't. I find that they're really eager when we change the menu monthly. And our specials are also wonderful. We have specials on top of our monthly changes.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that people have come to expect that let's come as many times as we can this month because it's changing. So we see a lot of repeat guests.
Cool.
It's really fun.
I love that. Well, and I'm so inspired because you let me know that so much of the decor, the alcohol, what you buy as far as like making the food, all of the ingredients, it's very much local based, and your local love and appreciation, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Colorado is an amazing state, and it has so many different, amazing things that it produces or come out of it, from Palisade peaches to bourbons to beers to, some wonderful produce that we get here, our cows, our lamb, our pork. So really, we don't need to look very far. And it's safer, it's cleaner. We know where our food is coming from, which I think more people are being, people are more cognizant of that, as well as me. I never feed my guests anything that I wouldn't ingest myself. So it's important to me that it's clean.
I love that you said that, and I also know that you don't use any hormones in your food, which
hormones.
is huge.
Yeah,
that's a
nothing.
big deal.
I don't believe in it. I think that a lot of our, without getting too crazy and, medical, I just believe a lot of issues health-wise come from eating tainted foods. So,
100%.
and hopefully the world is changing and they're starting to see that, and it used to be very difficult. Even 2 years ago, it was difficult for me to find some foods and meats that weren't, injected with hormones or antibiotics. And it's much easier today to find it.
I felt that shift. You're like, simplistic feeling and idea, but it's truth. What you put in your body is obviously what you're going to get out of it. So.
Yeah, it's very true.
And this is such a beautiful, romantic space. I mean, it's stunning.
Thank
Did you
you.
do the decor?
Yeah,
Did you?
I did. I did.
This woman is amazing. She does it all. I'm cooking. She does the decor. You have a gorgeous patio. I would love to hear about that. That's stunning.
Yeah. So we do have limited seating in this space, and when I first looked at it, I was so enthralled with it. I loved how intimate it was, and I thought we could really make this space feel like it could be anywhere. It could be in Italy. It could be in Morocco. It could be in Colorado. It could be anywhere. And that's what I wanted to kind of mirror, was just, it could be anywhere, but it's an intimate, lovely space that you could come on a date, on a first date. You could come with your family. You could come with your friends. And it has like a nice energetic buzz to it because it is small inside. But we had the opportunity, knowing that there was this big outdoor space that may or may not have been built for that. It may have been built for something else, but we utilized it as an outdoor seating area that enhances our capacity off season.
And it's gorgeous.
So it really is pretty. It's kind of, we were talking
Yes.
that I kind of, mirrored it after some restaurants in LA, one being Ivy, the Ivy in LA.
Yes.
And I wanted it to feel like there was greenery all around. And again, with an outdoor space, typically they're very wide open and cavernous. The sky is your ceiling.
Yes.
And we still have that in part of it, but we wanted it to feel like there were hanging lights and hanging chandeliers and still very romantic.
I feel like very secret garden vibes with
Yeah.
the mountains in the background.
Yeah,
The
it's
backdrop,
so pretty.
you can't do any better than that.
Oh, it is beautiful. People love sitting out there.
Well, and that's brilliant to know because I do love the space is so small and, well, not even small, intimate, and
Yeah.
it does have such good energy, good vibes in here. And you said, though, you can go on open table.
You can,
So
yeah.
that way you know that you definitely have
Yes.
a reservation.
Yeah,
And then
you
if
can
there is
confirm.
overflow, you can go out to the patio and enjoy.
Absolutely.
And your bar is amazing as well. I
It's a
can't get
great
away from
bar.
that. Yeah.
It's a great bar. It's a great, the drinks are really, we're very proud of our cocktails.
Yeah, and you said that you have non-alcoholic options and alcoholic options,
We
which is
do.
a huge, I think right now becoming a boom, it's a booming thing.
Yeah, we've had NA Spirits on our shelf since we opened our doors, knowing
Wow.
that, I think part of it was that we were an Eagle and we wanted to attract people from all over the valley, up and down. And driving would be an issue if you were going to have, more than one drink. So we have drinks or NA Spirits on our menu that you can replace a tequila with an NA
So
tequila, replace a bourbon with an NA bourbon.
And I've never even heard of that, to be
Yeah.
quite frank with you.
Yeah,
So I'm
they're
sure other
really
people
great.
are going to be, yes.
Yeah, it's really great. And a lot of them are distilled the same way, just it takes the alcohol out. So it's really neat.
Well, I am very excited to come in. Personally, I know I've heard already from certain friends that we both know how amazing the food is. What is your favorite dish to create at this? I know you're always evolving, changing, it's fluid, as far as your food. Is there one thing that you love to make here?
I can't. It's like picking
I
a
know,
favorite child.
I know.
I think that we do variations of different types of meatballs in different sauces.
Yeah.
So there's that. Whether it's pork or veal or venison, I love creating some sort of a meatball dish, and our guests really, really love it. I do one of my go-tos here, and we just changed the sauce, and it's coming up on the next menu, is our sous vide or slow cooked pork shank. So we're doing a spin on it this month that is more of an Asian spin-off of that. So we'll definitely do that. That's one of my favorites. And I always like to bring back, especially in the wintertime, my Uncle Johnny made a cacciatore dish, an Italian cacciatore dish that was just to die for. And in honor of him and him teaching me that dish, I do repeat that, and our guests love it. So.
Well, you are fabulous. I feel like I made a new
you.
bestie today. I adore you. I think your space is stunning. I can't wait to try the food. I've already, like I said, heard amazing things, and I cannot wait to come in. So thank you so much, Adrienne.
We can't wait to serve you.
Keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good morning, Vail.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card. All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans. Now we've got a really cool new concept taking place here in the town of Avon, Eaglevale, and Vail. And it's a great way to use as an alternative. Instead of driving your car, you can shift your ride to one of these incredible electric bikes behind me. Now this is a really cool rental system and you can control it all right from the power of your hands, right from your cell phone by downloading the Shift Bike app. And then from there, you can get over there and enjoy the incredible amenities that these bikes have to offer. We're gonna walk you through it, but in order to do it, you have to download the app. So Shift Bike is the app, and then you can use the coupon code Shift Your Ride for the first 30 minutes free. And we're gonna walk you through the pricing and everything here and how you can get one of the bikes. Let's get started. Once you get into the app, you can see exactly which location you would like to pick up the bike, how many bikes are available, and then where you can deliver the bike to. So you can see starting in Avon, making your way through Eaglevale, all the way to Vail Village, and then even down into East Vail. You can collect bikes, drop bikes off, and enjoy your ride on these nice electric bikes. Once you've scanned the QR code to get the bike unlocked, it's really important that you have safety first, so always make sure that you have your helmet with you. That way you can pop that on and you're nice and safe. Now, once you get the bike unlocked, it's super easy. You'll just take that lock right off the back. You'll see that you'll have this big, nice coiled cord, but there's a hook on the back for you to hook that to so that it is nice and out of your way while you are riding the bike. That way you're nice and safe and everyone around you is nice and safe so you don't tip over on the bike. And then once you've got that all secured, you're all set to go. You can just kick that kickstand up and start enjoying your ride. Now remember that these are pedal assist and there are some rules. To get the bike back to where you got it or to get it to your next destination, you can always use the app to see all of the great places where you can drop these off. Once you are done on your adventure on the Shift bikes, they're a ton of fun and you can see that you can get going pretty fast on them, especially with that nice little pedal assist. You'll take the bike back, lock it back up in one of the great charging stations that they have available, and then once you're done locking it up, make sure that you take your app out and you end the ride, because it is going to make sure that that bike is in the correct spot for you to have ended your ride, and that way it will not continue to charge you. That has been this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We can't wait to bring you more great information, but make sure that you get out there and you use the Shift Bike to shift your ride throughout the community.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at your local weather. Getting up today, 62 degrees this morning, a high today of 81 degrees, a 40% chance of precipitation coming in. We're going to see that cloud cover move in probably around the noon hour and 3 to 4. We're going to see some of those thunderstorms come in. Looking at the Vail by hour, like I said, that's 76 degrees and those scattered thunderstorms at 4 p.m. And through the Vail Valley corridor, reprieve today in Denver, a little bit lower, 89 degrees and 88 in Eagle, 84 in Avon, 81 in Vail. So thunderstorms are going to take place this afternoon. Give us a little bit of a chance to green up. A low tonight of 55 degrees. So we'll see some of those temperatures start to come down, especially through this 5-day. We've got 80 degrees tomorrow, some thunderstorms possibly coming in. Again, mostly sunny on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, those mid 80s, and those low temperatures in those high 40s, which just makes it for a nice, relaxing evening.
It really does.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a nice, relaxing evening.
Oh, I think it's going to happen, and it's just shaping up for a perfect weekend. It's just very well scripted.
I think you couldn't have said it any better.
I don't think I could at all.
Hopefully the storms hold off, but even if we have the storms, we've got the Avon Live tonight for people to enjoy some music, to relax into the evening.
Get out there and enjoy it. And there's a lot happening here in the Valley, and a special thank you to all our guests. Chris Romer, who came on, Ty Stockton.
Cowboys Forever Foundation,
what a great
rodeo
foundation.
on Friday.
Yeah.
I know you've had some work with them as well, so it's really incredible what they do.
I put on the boots and the hat every now and then and gone out to the
What
rodeo.
about the buckle? Have you won a buckle?
You know what? A buckle is earned.
It is
I have
earned.
not yet earned a buckle, but that could be on my to-do list.
So what you're telling me is that I won't see you competing on Friday.
You most likely won't. I've got 12 new screws and 2 plates in my shoulder, so we'll put it off till next year. Maybe a little bull riding next year.
Yeah, give you a little bit of time to warm up and practice and train and compete with
Get
the
on
rest
the
of them.
mechanical bull first. Master that, and then I'll move on.
Then, speaking of mechanical bulls, and in the same vein, we had Vail Country Club joining us here to talk about their virtual, their simulators and all of the lessons you can get there. And
a lot going on. I have not been over there. I'm ashamed to say it. We were talking earlier. We've got to get over there.
I think we need to do a little bit of a TV8 gathering at the Vail Country Club.
Fun. And like I mentioned, Chris Romer at the beginning of the hour, just the Vail Valley Partnership doing so many wonderful things here in the Valley, bringing everybody together. There's that segment coming up that we filmed here at TV8, which is going to show a lot of job opportunities, training, development, things of that nature. So make sure you tune in on that Saturday, 7 p.m.
It's so important to have a foundation and a partnership like that here in the Valley. It's really special.
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot of fun on this Wednesday with you, Kim. A lot of things to go over, a lot of exciting things for the viewers to take part in and around the Valley. So don't forget to get out there, tune in to TV8 every single day to be in the know. We'll be back tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail.